Okay, again, simply understanding minerals, a very important mineral is magnesium, particularly in our grazing animals. And again, with magnesium, we're always looking at deficiencies, optimum levels, and toxicity, which rarely occurs with magnesium. But deficiency in magnesium is a really serious problem. The severity of the disease, which can cause death in animals from 8 to 12 hours, short period of time, or even shorter. While we have low levels or subclinical hypomagnesia, but it's a real challenge to deal with magnesium, and particularly in grazing systems. So magnesium is one of these minerals that's not stored well in animals, and it's not regulated like we discussed calcium in our videos. But magnesium is critical to a lot of functions, and it's critical to nerve and muscle function. That explains a lot of why the symptoms we see. So hypomagnesia really is an emergency, what I would consider a veterinary emergency, when you have an animal down with it. So what does it do? It works with, it's involved in a number of processes. Like a lot of these macro minerals are involved in so many processes, but particularly nerve and muscle function. So what are the symptoms of when we have low magnesium? Obviously, if it's nerve and muscle function that's altered, it is these cows. At an initial stage, they can be quite hyperactive. They can change behaviour. It can appear like some of our nervous infectious diseases. And then I suppose it progresses quite quickly, and it's into muscle tremors. Animals be down, trashing quite frantically, and the cardiac muscle is the muscle often that gives up because it's going so fast. And you often go to these animals and their heart is almost pounding out of their chest. So at-risk animals, again, younger calves potentially with lower magnesium, but really lactating animals, lactating cows, and because there's a high draw of magnesium into their milk, they can be at risk. But other animals like suckler cows that are under stress, and that's to do with intakes. Why are grass-based systems a risk? And really, I suppose just quickly, again, like other minerals we talk about, magnesium can be locked up by minerals. So a lot of our fertilizers are high in potassium, like potash or slurry, and that can affect magnesium uptake, which creates a risk. Obviously, when animals are out in grass, if the weather changes, dry matter, anything that affects dry matter intake. Remember, magnesium needs to be taken in daily. Anything affects that. So our certain herbages will be low in sodium, which again can affect the intake. They'll be high in fats or conjugated linoleic acids, which can affect it. They can be low in magnesium themselves. So transit times, anything that speeds up transit times in cows, high moisture, low fibre. So all of these are a challenge, and this is why at grass we see a lot of issues with magnesium. So it's one of these minerals, particularly in grazing systems, where we really need to monitor daily intakes, look at our risks on farm, because we don't have much time with it. And there's a number of factors that are involved in potentially causing hypomagnesia, or what we often term as grass tetany or staggers. So it's an important mineral. It has other interactions like all minerals, and we need to manage it very carefully.